Imagine reeling in a creature so strange, so otherworldly, that no scientist on Earth can identify it. That's exactly what happened to a group of fishermen, and the footage they captured is beyond belief. Prepare to have your mind blown as we dive into the depths of an unexplained natural phenomenon that defies all known biology. Number 20. Unexplored ocean. Fishermen who venture into the uncharted depths of the ocean often encounter mesmerizing creatures and hear strange, unexplained sounds. These tales underscore the vast expanses of the ocean that are still largely unknown to us. It is a common belief that we know more about the moon than our own oceans, but this notion is a bit outdated. It emerged over 70 years ago when ocean exploration was in its infancy. Unlike the moon, which we can see clearly, the depths of the ocean remain hidden in mystery. However, thanks to cutting-edge technology, oceanography has made tremendous strides. Modern tools equip oceanographers with the ability to peer into the darkest recesses of the ocean, unveiling a plethora of species previously unknown to science. In the depths, ecosystems teem with life, rivaling the diversity and complexity of tropical rainforests. Submersibles and remotely operated vehicles plunge into the depths, revealing creatures and habitats that stretch the limits of our imagination. Each expedition brings us closer to unraveling the secrets of these uncharted territories beneath the waves. Yet, despite these technological marvels, vast stretches of the ocean floor remain untouched and beckon further exploration and discovery. Number 19. Plastic islands. Beneath the vast expanse of our majestic oceans lie hidden marvels, but also a grim reality, a catastrophic consequence of human activity that manifests as the ominous phenomenon known as plastic islands. Have you ever pondered upon the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, the largest of these synthetic islands? It sprawls across an area twice the size of Texas, a huge heap of discarded waste predominantly composed of plastic. This sprawling expanse of waste serves as a good proof of the environmental havoc wrought by human negligence. As the Pacific sun dips below the horizon, casting long shadows across the plastic islands, it narrates a tale of disregard and squander. But how does this monumental accumulation occur? The intricate dance of ocean currents plays a pivotal role, gathering and capturing vast quantities of plastic beneath the ocean's surface. Amidst this network of waste lurk insidious microplastics, undetectable to the naked eye yet posing grave threats to aquatic life. From minuscule particles to larger plastic shards, they infiltrate the very fabric of the marine ecosystem, contaminating the food chain and raising concerns about potential health hazards for both marine creatures and humans alike. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch stands as but one glaring example of a pervasive global issue. Similar patches have been observed in other maritime domains, underscoring the urgent need for collaborative efforts on a worldwide scale to combat this environmental crisis. Number 18. Vampire-looking fish. A group of seasoned Mexican fishermen cast their lines into the depths of the ocean, expecting to reel in their usual haul of familiar fish species. Yet what they pull up on their lines is something straight out of a horror story. A tooth trigger fish with its otherworldly appearance, reminiscent of folklore tales about blood-sucking vampires. These tooth trigger fish, formerly known as Balastoides viridescens, boast a set of teeth that could rival any creature. The striking aspect is not just the teeth themselves, but their vivid reddish color, giving the impression that this aquatic predator has recently indulged in a feast of its prey's life force. Adding to the mystery, these fish are not merely confined to the waters off the Mexican coast. They have been reported along the entirety of the African East Coast, from the temperate shores of South Africa to the tropical waters of the Red Sea and beyond. Traveling across the vast expanse of the ocean, tooth triggerfish have been sighted as far north as the coastal regions of southern Japan, captivating the imagination of fishermen and marine enthusiasts alike with their mysterious presence. But their journey does not end there. These intriguing creatures have been documented venturing even beyond, adrift, exploring the vibrant ecosystems of the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. Amidst the multicolored flesh of reefs and marine life, tooth triggerfish add an element of mystery and intrigue, their presence a proof of the diversity and wonder of the underwater world. Number 17. Translucent enigmas. Beneath the mysterious depths of the ocean lies a hidden world where creatures of transparent beauty float with graceful elegance. Imagine delving into the captivating realm of these transparent deep-sea beings, each one an enigma waiting to be unraveled as the ocean unveils its invisible wonders, from transparent cuttlefish to beautiful jellyfish and delicate sea butterflies adorned in transparent beauty. But how do these remarkable organisms achieve such transparency, and what advantages does it offer in their enigmatic depths? Consider the glass squid, whose transparent armor acts as a master disguise, seamlessly blending it into its surroundings. This clever camouflage allows it to evade both predators and prey alike, moving through the depths with undetected finesse. And what of the sea butterflies, those tiny marine snails with translucent shells and bodies? Their transparency serves not only as a means of hiding from predators, but also as a way to regulate their buoyancy amidst the ocean's currents. These delicate creatures, often no larger than a grasshopper, play a vital role in the marine ecosystem. Number 16. A rarest lobster. On a recent fishing adventure, Jeff Edward, a keen fisherman, made an extraordinary discovery amidst the usual catch. His eyes locked onto a lobster of exceptional rarity. This lobster, unlike any he had seen before, boasted an astonishing coat of colors. Its shell was split right down the middle, one half a striking red, the other a deep, mysterious black. At first glance, one might suspect digital manipulation, but no, this marvel was entirely natural. The perfect symmetry of its coloring made it a spectacle particularly captivating for those with an eye for precision. Jeff's stroke of luck was not a singular occurrence, though. Another angler, Jacob Knowles, found himself in a similar situation while exploring the waters of Maine. He too stumbled upon a multicolored lobster. However, this shellfish bore a different yet equally fascinating color. Its shell shone with shades of blue and green, creating a mesmerizing spectacle beneath the waves. Adding to the intrigue, this particular lobster was revealed to be a hermaphrodite, possessing both male and female reproductive organs. Upon closer examination by scientists from a prestigious research institute in Portland, it was determined that these unique colorations were the result of a genetic anomaly reminiscent of mosaicism. This phenomenon, rarely observed in the world of shellfish, occurs in approximately 1 out of every 50 million individuals. Now it's time for today's topic. On October 26, 2025, just after 10 a.m., 2 recreational fishermen off the coast of Gulf Shores, Alabama, reported one of the strangest sightings ever recorded in the Gulf of Mexico. What they first assumed was a capsized boat drifting in rough weather turned out to be something far more unsettling. As their small aluminum skiff approached, the object shifted, revealing a massive, leathery surface with ridge-like structures running across its back. It wasn't a whale, and it wasn't any known marine species. The creature appeared bloated yet intact, showing no signs of decomposition. One fisherman, Mark Ellison, said the skin had a texture closer to elephant hide than anything in the ocean. Before they could get closer, the mass rolled slightly, releasing a deep, hollow sound from beneath the surface, then slowly sank, disappearing into the dark water without leaving so much as a bubble trail. Marine biologists have not identified it. What do you think these fishermen encountered? An undiscovered giant or something even stranger? Number 15. Arctic shark catch. In the frigid expanse of the Arctic, a massive creature lurks beneath the icy surface. Imagine a creature so immense, so mammoth, that the thought of capturing anything beneath the thick layer of ice seems nearly inconceivable. Yet, astonishing events like these defy expectations. On April 2018, Jeremy Wade, along with a local Inuit companion, embarked on a daring expedition. Together they braved the freezing conditions, carving through the thick ice in search of something extraordinary. With unwavering determination, they deployed a net stretching for half a mile into the icy depths below. Their perseverance pays off in an unexpected manner as they haul in their catch. A rare Greenland shark emerges from the icy waters. It is a breathtaking sight, a proof of the wonders that lie beneath the frozen surface of the Arctic. However, the harsh environment has taken its toll on the wounded shark. Covered in a toxic layer of urea, its chances of survival are slim. With heavy hearts, the crew makes a difficult decision. Knowing that the shark's fate is sealed, they choose to ensure that its sacrifice does not go in vain. They feed the shark to a pack of hungry dogs, ensuring that it becomes sustenance rather than waste. Number 14. Mysterious creature. Imagine the sun gently kissing the surface of the water, the fishermen lost in the calmness of their activity, when suddenly, out of nowhere, a peculiar being emerges from the dense grass. It was not like anything they had ever seen before, a creature with an otherworldly presence. Its appearance was uncanny, with human-like features but also something distinctly alien about it. Its fingers and toes were webbed, its neck adorned with peculiar gills reminiscent of an aquatic creature, and those eyes shined like those of a serpent, sending shivers down the fishermen's spines. Frozen in disbelief and perhaps a hint of fear, the fishermen watched as the creature seemed to peer at them from the shadows of the tall grass. It was as though it had been observing them all along, waiting for the perfect moment to reveal itself. But just as quickly as it appeared, the creature vanished into thin air, leaving the fishermen bewildered and questioning their own senses. Who or what was this mysterious being? It was a question that lingered in their minds long after the encounter. For the fishermen, it was a stroke of luck to have stumbled upon such a mysterious creature, a monster whose existence defied explanation by modern science. Their tales spread like wildfire among those daring souls who seek out the secrets of the unknown. Number 13. Encounter with turtle. This immense body of water holds mysteries yet to be fully uncovered, as only a small fraction, around 5%, has been explored by humans so far. Nonetheless, science is steadily advancing in the exploration of this vast and challenging realm. Eventually, future generations will have the privilege of discovering the full spectrum of its depths, unveiling its hidden wonders. Recently, an intriguing tale surfaced on Reddit, shared by a user with a captivated audience. After spending considerable time fishing, they decided to venture into the depths through diving. Their exploration led them to the majestic Great Barrier Reef in the Pacific Ocean, where they had an extraordinary encounter with a huge green turtle. This magnificent creature was likened in size to a small automobile, a proof of its inspiring presence. According to the account, the turtle appeared to be at least a century old, a remarkable feat of longevity. The encounter left the diver astonished and deeply impressed, as such sightings are exceedingly rare. Indeed, encountering such an aged inhabitant of the ocean in its natural habitat is a truly remarkable event. On average, green turtles are known to live around 80 years, but exceptional individuals have been documented to surpass the century mark. In the wild, turtles are among the longest living creatures on our planet, with Galapagos tortoises reigning supreme in longevity. Number 12. Sea monster. Beneath the vast expanse of the world's oceans lie secrets untold, hidden in the deep, dark waters where countless creatures dwell, many of which remain undiscovered by humanity. Among these mysteries, there persists the intriguing possibility of genuine sea monsters lurking in the ocean's depths. In a daring expedition across the sea, Evan, a seasoned sailor, and his companion set sail from the North Sea, bound for West Africa. As their vessel approached the towering white cliffs bathed in the cloak of night, he ventured onto the deck to behold the rugged beauty of the landscape. It was there that he encountered Peter, a fellow crew member whose presence added a new dimension to the voyage. Peter, once an enthusiastic fisherman in those very waters, shared a tale of a fateful night when a turbulent storm descended upon him unexpectedly. Struggling against the fury of the waves, Peter found himself face to face with a mysterious entity rising from the depths. Though the details of its form remained concealed in the thunderous darkness, the piercing gaze of the creature bore into Peter's soul with an intensity he could never forget. Unable to recall the events that followed, Peter found himself washed ashore, the memory of his encounter with the mysterious sea dweller etched into his consciousness. Number 11. Terrifying parasite. In 2021, an African student by the name of Don Marks embarked on an adventure to the shores of the Atlantic Ocean near Cape Agulhas for a fishing expedition. He carefully selected a spot brimming with potential, anticipating a bumper catch. His anticipation was met when he hooked a sizable 3-kilogram red snapper. However, what truly astonished him was not the fish's size, but rather an unexpected discovery inside its mouth. Upon removing the hook, Don was greeted with a sight that turned his stomach. Instead of the fish's tongue lurked a disgusting creature. Despite his extensive experience in fishing since childhood, he had never encountered anything like this before. Determined to document his find, he captured a photo of the strange creature that had replaced the fish's tongue and shared it with his acquaintance, biologist Nicholas Smith. To his bewilderment, Nicholas identified the creature as a parasite belonging to the family of isopods. These insidious organisms survive by feeding on the tongues of snappers, gradually draining their blood and consuming flesh. They ingeniously grab the position of the host's tongue, firmly inserting themselves in the oral cavity. What makes these isopods truly remarkable is their unparalleled ability to entirely replace the organ they consume. Number 10. Freddy Krueger fish. In December of 2020, the quiet village of Krabi, nestled in the heart of Thailand, was jolted into a state of sheer bewilderment and dread. It was a day like any other when a fisherman, going about his routine in the serene waters, stumbled upon something that defied the norms of nature itself. As his net sliced through the murky waters, it snagged onto something peculiar, something that sent shivers down the spine of even the most weathered fisherman. Peering into the web of his net, he beheld a sight that seemed plucked straight from the nightmares of tradition. Amidst the salted water, there lay a fish unlike any other, its features twisted and contorted in a manner that mirrored the ghastly expression of Freddy Krueger, the infamous antagonist from horror cinema. At first glance, the fisherman mistook the creature for nothing more than a bunch of muddy leaves, but as he gingerly lifted it from the water, he was met with a sight that froze him in his tracks. Its eyes, two threatening spheres as black as midnight, stared back at him, seemingly booming with an otherworldly energy. Its skin, colorful and twisted, bore an uncanny resemblance to the face of an enraged man, contorted in a perpetual snarl that seemed to emanate venom. Number 9. Submerged Chronicles. Imagine a journey beneath the waves where the seabed serves as a silent witness to bygone eras. Here lie perfectly preserved shipwrecks, each one a chapter in the maritime annals, narrating tales with unparalleled clarity. What makes the Black Sea so unique for this preservation? Its special conditions, particularly its anoxic layer where the usual decay processes are inhibited. This anomaly contributes to the extraordinary state of these sunken vessels, creating an underwater graveyard rich in archaeological treasures. These shipwrecks, some dating back over a millennium, offer us a window into ancient times. They reveal insights into trade routes, naval architecture, and even the daily lives of past civilizations. As we explore these submerged wonders, it is impossible not to marvel at the delicate carvings, intact arrowheads, and frozen cargo holds that seem to be frozen in time. But how do we unlock the secrets of these submerged chronicles? Modern technology, including remotely operated vehicles and advanced imaging techniques, allows us to carefully document and explore these shipwrecks without disturbing their delicate balance with the sea. Number 8. St. Elmo's Fire. Imagine being out at sea and suddenly you see a glow resembling lightning dancing on the tips of tall objects, like ship masts. Sailors throughout history have witnessed this rare yet mesmerizing sight. Just think of their astonishment the first time they saw it. But here is the thing. Despite its strange appearance, there is no need to be afraid. Legend has it that ancient Romans were among the first to witness these strange flashes. Warriors in particular noticed something peculiar. The tips of their spears seemed to burst into flames, even though there was no fire around. Some even dared to touch these mysterious lights and found them harmless. Though they did not quite understand what was happening, they eventually got used to it. The name St. Elmo's Fire is linked to a tragic tale of a saint who met his demise at sea during a storm. Before his passing, he vowed to protect all those who ventured into the ocean. Sailors, since then, have seen the appearance of these lights as a sign that a storm is about to end. Scientists have discovered that St. Elmo's Fire typically occurs during thunderstorms. It happens when countless tiny particles in the air collide with particles, creating a buildup of electrical charge. When the voltage reaches a critical point, the air breaks down, and the glowing discharge appears. Number 7. Live Grenade. Toby Scott, an electrician hailing from the beautiful English city of Bath in Somerset, has a unique hobby, magnet fishing. Unlike traditional fishermen, his interest lies not in catching fish but in scouring bodies of water for hidden treasures of metal. His fascination with this unconventional sport led him to receive an extraordinary gift from his friends for Christmas, a neodymium chemical element magnet, which he eagerly attached to his fishing rod. On December 27, 2020, Toby, accompanied by his friend Elliot, ventured to the Kennet and Avon Canal to test out his new magnetic gear. As they cast their lines into the dirty depths, they initially rolled in dull finds such as a discarded toy car mechanism. However, their next discovery sent shock waves through their excursion, a live bomb from the violent era of World War II. Realizing the gravity of their unanticipated catch, Toby and Elliot promptly contacted the authorities. Within moments, the calm canal scene transformed into a hot spot of activity as the police sealed off the area. Expert bomb disposal teams carefully maneuvered to safely retrieve the bomb, carefully severing the fishing line and securing the hazardous relic. Number 6. Double-headed catfish. In April 2020, fishermen in Southeast Asia made an astonishing discovery, a catfish with not one, but two heads on opposite sides of its body. This peculiar creature defied the usual expectations of deformity or mutation. Typically, animals with such abnormalities do not survive long after birth. However, this two-headed catfish had a different fate. Its story captivated viewers and researchers alike. It was like witnessing a miracle. Identical twins in the form of a fish, somehow thriving against all odds. Imagine the surprise when this catfish, with its dual heads, was found swimming in the waters. Instead of being hindered by its unusual condition, it managed to not only survive but also flourish. The fact that it avoided predators and maintained its health was nothing short of remarkable. The discovery raised many questions. How did this catfish come to be? What mechanisms allowed it to adapt and thrive in its environment? The resilience of this creature sparked curiosity and admiration among those who encountered its story. Number 5. Bioluminescent ballet. In the depths of the world's oceans, there is a captivating show that happens every night, a mesmerizing dance of light organized by creatures that glow in the dark. These tiny beings, often unnoticed, play a crucial role in creating about 80% of the shining light we see underwater. Despite their small size, they contribute immensely to the ocean's luminous displays. As the sun dips below the horizon, lanternfish dwelling in the twilight zone of the ocean release a gentle glow from special organs along their bodies. But why do they shine? It is all about survival. Their shining acts as a clever disguise, hiding them from predators lurking below, blending them into the shifting shadows. Then there is the anglerfish, with its peculiar glowing lure dangling above its mouth like a fishing rod. This is not just for looks, it is a clever trap. The glowing lure captivates unsuspecting prey, turning the hunter into the hunted. But the intrigue does not end there. Imagine vast stretches of ocean spanning thousands of square miles, illuminated by an otherworldly glow. Scientists suspect that shining bacteria might be behind this surreal spectacle, but the full explanation remains elusive, wrapped in layers of mystery. Number 4. Fish with human face. In the dark depths of the ocean, there resides a realm of creatures that would make even the bravest of sailors tremble. Among its residents are the deep-sea fish, creatures with such unworldly appearances that they seem plucked from the nightmares of sailors. One such tale comes from the charming fishing village of Krabi Province, nestled in the heart of Thailand. Here lived a man named Per, a seasoned fisherman whose daily routine involved braving the waters in search of his livelihood. On a fateful day like any other, Per's fishing expedition took an unexpected turn. As he rolled in his line, what emerged from the depth was a creature so deformed and alien that even Per, with all his experience, was struck with fear. Hastily, he deposited the frightful catch onto the shore before fleeing home to seek help among his kin. Breathless and trembling, he recounted his encounter with the abomination he had hauled from the sea. His family, seasoned in the lore of the ocean, soothed his frayed nerves. With their encouragement, he finds the courage to return to the shore and confront his fears. Yet, upon his return, he found the creature lifeless upon the sands. With a mix of dread and curiosity, he measured the beast, revealing it to be a monstrous specimen measuring 42 centimeters in length and weighing nearly 3 kilograms. Number 3. Conjoined fishes. On an ordinary day of fishing, Debbie experienced something extraordinary. While most fishermen hope for the perfect catch to sell, eat, or simply admire, Debbie's day took a remarkable turn when she hooked something truly unique, a pair of conjoined fishes. As she rolled them in, she could not believe her eyes. This was no ordinary find, it was a marvel of nature. The sight of these conjoined fishes left Debbie in disbelief. She shared her incredible discovery with fellow fishermen, who were equally astounded by the rarity of the spectacle. These fish, despite their unusual condition, seemed to thrive in their aquatic habitat. Rather than casting them back into the waters, she made a decision that would change the course of their lives. She chose to keep them in her marine museum. Fascinated by their resilience and ability to adapt despite their deformity, these fish displayed remarkable health and vitality. It was a proof of the wonders of nature and the resilience of life itself. As Debbie watched her newfound companions gracefully swim in their tank, she could not help but marvel at the beauty and complexity of the world beneath the surface of the water. Number 2. Giant goldfish. When we think of goldfish, the image that often comes to mind is that of small, delicate creatures swimming in aquariums, their size rarely exceeding 30 centimeters. However, it is astonishing to discover that these seemingly small fish can also reach colossal proportions. Prepare to be amazed as we delve into the story of one such extraordinary specimen. Andy Hackett, a skilled angler, recently made headlines by swaying in one of the world's largest goldfish. This incredible catch took place at a beautiful fishing farm nestled in Champagne, France. The fish that Andy triumphantly pulled from the waters weighed a staggering 30.5 kilograms, earning it the fitting nickname Carrot due to its vibrant orange color. But Carrot is no ordinary goldfish. She is a remarkable hybrid of a leather carp and a koi carp, an evidence of the fascinating interplay of genetics in the natural world. According to Jason Cowler, the manager of the fishing farm, Carrot has been a resident of their pond for approximately 2 decades, having been released as a tiny fry many years ago. For Andy Hackett, the catch of Carrot was a stroke of incredible luck. Although he had heard tales of her existence in the pond, he never imagined that he would be the fortunate angler to reel her in. It took Andy a gripping 25 minutes to wrestle the giant fish onto land, a feat that speaks volumes about the sheer size and strength of Carrot. Number 1. Puffer fishes' subaquatic symmetry. As the ocean tides degenerate and flow, male puffer fish engage in an extraordinary ritual to craft intricate circular designs reminiscent of ancient ritual symbols. The process is no simple feat for these aquatic artists. Using their spectral fins with careful precision, they arrange and sculpt sediments on the sandy seafloor. Each movement is deliberate, each detail carefully attended to. The result, stunning underwater wonders that defy human imagination. But why do they go through such elaborate lengths? The answer lies in the original drive for reproduction. These delicate patterns serve as a beacon to potential mates, signaling the male's prowess and attention to detail in the dance of courtship. These circles are not merely attractive displays but symbols of evolutionary fitness, sharpened over generations. Yet these artworks are not static. The male puffer fish tirelessly maintains them, repairing any damage caused by ocean currents or external disturbances. Beyond being markers of courtship, these circles represent the interconnected dance of life beneath the waves. They are temporary artworks, fleeting yet profound, symbolizing the beauty and complexity of marine ecosystems. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.